Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia and this is the Frontline Changes report for the past 24 hours. And yesterday it was 13.78. I got a feeling that today is not going to be that much. So we're going to jump straight into the first one, which is over at the Kharkiv front. So this is Kharkiv. Over in Voshchansk, the Russian mapping, Russian sources have updated the map to show a much more advanced position. Just happened that yesterday during the sit rep. Not sure if you have watched it. Do watch it if you have not. It's on the DPA War channel. We have the Russian mapping have updated the map to show that the Russian forces have a much advanced position. Yesterday we talked about possibly that the Russians have an advanced position, which resulted in the fighting being reported at Severnikove. So now we have some kind of a corroboration in that, with the Russian mapping talking about this advance of the front line in the western half of Voshchansk as well as the forest of it. There is no Ukrainian information to verify this yet, to corroborate this yet, but yeah, this is the advance. Particularly important is of course the city. Within the city region, we are talking about maybe like a 500-600 meters advance by the Russian forces. So we shall see how this continue to develop in the Voshchansk region. The next frontline change is over in Kupyansk. This is Kupyansk front. Over in the north of Pischane, we have some corroboration to know what I have been saying a lot, which is the Russians are attacking north of Pischane in this flanking operation. We have some kind of corroboration with geolocation of Russian forces at two different positions. So these two positions mean the Russian forces have captured this region here. Is still a small advance. They are capturing some of the tree lines and whatnot. So that's mainly about it. As the Russians slowly move forward in this region here, clearly the Ukrainians are putting up a lot of resistance. So it looks like the Russian advance here has been a lot slower, but it's still advancing. So we shall see how this goes. They are really close to Petropavlivka right now. Like the first house, let me see, the first house is along the river. Let's take the street one. Let's say around here. We're talking about a distance at around 2.4 kilometers. So this is really close. So we shall see how this plays out in the next few days. And the next frontline change after this is over in Kuzminivka. So this is over in the Siversk front. So Siversk is over here. South of Siversk, this is Kuzminivka. And at Kuzminivka, we have near confirmation of the full capture of Kuzminivka. We have the Russians announcing the capture yesterday, or the day before yesterday. So, and two geolocations have marked that the Russian forces have actually captured, corroborated to have captured most of it. There is still some houses in the north that is not corroborated yet, which is why I didn't give the capture icon on this position. But the Russians have basically taken a strong position in Kuzminivka. So the Russians continue to march on in the south of Siversk as the entire southern front line or the defense line in the south of Siversk front continue to collapse. And the next is going to be Zvernivka, and after Zvernivka there is nothing. We go straight to Siversk. So things are really bad, and from Zvernivka, if they take Pokrovsk, then Siversk is operationally encircled. I just want to say, so this is a rather serious situation for the Ukrainian side. Although, yeah, the advance in this sector here, I forgot to measure, is probably around 650 meters in this sector. After this, the next frontline change is over at Oleksandro-Shutine, over in the Konstyantynivka front. This is Konstyantynivka. Over this sector here, Ukrainian mapping, Deep State UA has updated the map to show that the Russian forces have captured more of the railway line as well as the forest east of it, in the south of Oleksandro-Shutine. The advance is probably around 1.2 kilometers on average. It's just sensible because this is a salient on its own. You can see the salient here. it's not impossible, but it's very difficult to hold any salient. So I think this is just a natural progression until there is a no serious change in the matter. Yeah, that's about it. The next frontline change is over in the Evil Rabbit. In the north of the Evil Rabbit, the very edge of the year of this Pokrovsk breakout zone, 2 geolocation of Ukrainian forces has been noted. Now these are airstrikes on Ukrainian positions, and so this means that Ukrainian forces have a position at least along this sector here. So the Russians lost positions around here. Previously, the Russians were geolocated at Petrivka. That was the last good intel in this sector here. So now this is the next best. So but it doesn't mean that they have taken everything. So the Ukrainians are counterattacking. This is the first sign of the first geolocation in a long time in this year region that is in favor of the Ukrainians. So we shall see how this goes. After this, at Petrivka, the next frontline change is over at Voronezh, over in the Komar front. Komar is here. This is Komar. Over in Voronezh, there is a the Ukrainian mapping has disclaimed this sector here in the southeast of Voronezh, as they continue to slowly shrink their claims within the Komar front, which is already largely claimed by the Russian forces. So the Russians have already claimed the capture of all these areas here, but you can see the Ukrainian mapping is still super complicated because this becomes complicated because of geolocations invalidating their claims. So which is why now the map looks really all over the place. Yeah, but you can see the Russian mapping is so much more simpler. So we shall see how this goes. After Voronezh, the next frontline change is over at Novokhrikhovka. Similarly, this is based on Ukrainian mapping, where they disclaim this area here as taken by the Russian forces. So similar situation as above. It is not like those capture because the Russians have already claimed this area here through the straight line. But this still important to note that this is changed on the Ukrainian mapping. And there's one last frontline change. Is over at Okoniche. Okoniche, this is a Ukrainian mapping as well. They have confirmed to have captured, the Russian forces have captured this sector here. Previously, there was a claim on the straight line here. But based on Ukrainian mapping, this is the entire sector that is now taken by the Russian forces, as the Russian forces straighten the front line along Okoniche. The advance here, according to the Ukrainians, is 2.6 kilometers deep. But clearly, this is not real. Because the Ukrainians just very slow in terms of their updating of the map, and are very reluctant to give up land. Sometimes they are very liberal at giving land that providing intel that even the Russians have not claimed. So it's very bizarre. So these are all the frontline changes in the past 24 hours. And happy birthday to you if your birthday today. We're going to do some calculation regarding the total area captured. The Ukrainians have captured 0.51 square kilometers. Is over the Pokrovsk breakout zone. So now let's count the Russians. Yesterday was 13.78. I got a feeling it's not going to reach there. 3.3 plus 1.41 plus 2.7 plus 4.65 plus 0.45 plus 4.96. Oh, it's actually more. Yeah, maths fail. So actually, yeah, correct. 4.65 plus 4.96 is 8, 9 already. 9, 10, 11. Did I count correctly? I think I miscount. Let's try again. 3.3 plus 1.41 plus 2.7 plus 4.65 plus 7.71 plus 4.65 plus 0.45 plus 4.96. Yeah. Surprise. Yeah. 3.3 plus 2.7 is yeah, sorry. My Chinese blood never come out, no. So anyway, yeah, Chinese all do very good maths, right? Wait till you see some of my schoolmates. So the total area captured is 17.747 square kilometers. sorry, my inner, it's just like, the perception, the stereotype that all Chinese know Kung Fu, Same thing, all Chinese know how to do maths, very well. Fake news, So the total area captured is 17.47 square kilometers, almost coming to the 20 square kilometers range. So that's a bit more. So that's it. Suddenly my voice broke. So thank you for watching. Press the like button, subscribe. And of course, I'm going to promote the SIP rep here and the DP Open Mic over Sunday. That was a great discussion. I hope you guys would give it a try and watch it. And it's a quiet taste, but once you get into it, you'll get addicted to it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next update.